Hi everybody, this is Wenzes from Below the Radar Above the System, and today's topic is our INFJ learning curve. When you want to learn a new thing, let's say this whole thing is like, in the end, if you understand the core concept, it's like this round bubble right here. Okay, it's not bigger than this. It has like a really pretty much symmetrical form. And this is it. And then you start doing it. And then, for example, a sensor starts doing it. What they do is they start at one point and then they go from that point. They can like go simultaneously to all directions. They can go in one direction, so on. But there's like some kind of flow or step-to-step thing to it. So they understand, okay, I know already like this much of it. And then it just kind of goes bigger and bigger, and may first go into this direction and they may learn this way, but this is how they learn. How we learn is we go in there and then we say, oh, we have one spot there, we have one spot there, one spot there, and so we form some kind of form, but there's no like real connection to it yet. So there's like a lot of information that we can't completely connect. We have like this idea, oh, okay, so I think this is gonna look like this. The form's gonna look like this because I have one point there and one point there, so I think this is it. And after a time, you realize, no, it's just a bubble. It's like a bubble. So in the beginning, there's no like real concept to it. And the more you learn, the more spots you pick up there. And then afterwards, you like have this round thing, although you don't know all the details in the middle, but you don't need them to understand this whole thing. And the main idea is to understand that this thing we want to learn is like this. And once we know that, then we can do everything we want with it. So this is the reason why when you start learning something, and there's probably like a sensor who's also learning the things with us, that in the beginning we may fall back because they already have like a concept. They know like how they connected point 1, 2, and 3, and there's already a flow in it. So they know how to work those three things. We don't know them yet because we just don't understand how these three things are connected. Is it 1, 2, 3? Is it 3, 2, 1? We don't know because we picked up here and there. But with the time, you'll get this. And once you get this, that this is like a round bubble, you're probably gonna be better at this than somebody who's just like been started here and like just expanded it so far. Because they don't know how far this goes. They don't know, is this like this big? Is this big? Is it gonna be like a quadrant? Is it gonna be like a round thing? And you can also show that through a learning curve. So let's say a sensor is like learning like this, just like in a linear form. What we do is we have like a learning curve that goes like this. So up to this point, the sensors are probably gonna get this better than you. And then at that point, you just surpass them. So you learn faster. So it's not only that it takes you some time until you get to the concept, but the longer you stick to it, the faster your progress goes. That is something we always have to take under consideration when we start something new. Because first off, we tend to stop because we don't know where this is heading. And since this is our main thing, to understand, oh, where is this heading? What is the whole thing? How's the core concept? I understand it, so we kind of stop. But it's important that you stick to something as long as you know what next step to take. If you've gotten to a point where you say, okay, I'll stick with this project for like a year, and I've tried for 3 weeks to think of the next step, and you can't think of it, you think, oh, okay, this is it, this is all I can take from this, then fine, maybe then it's time to look into something new. But as long as you know like the next step to take, you should take it and not be so concerned with, oh, where's this gonna end? There's this saying, if you reach for the moon and you miss it, you still land among the stars. And this is something we have to keep in mind, that yeah, we don't know exactly where this is going, but as long as you know you're sticking with it, and as long as you know that there's like one more step you know you can take, don't like concentrate so much in what is like really the long-term future for this, because we don't know yet. All you know is you're making progress, and the more progress you make, the faster it's gonna go. So not only when we start something new, we learn like the new idea or the new concept or this new challenge we take on as a like as an object or as an idea we understand, but we also learn each time how we learn. And yeah, I figured that out quite early, because of, I don't know, it was with everything. Like it was when I learned how to snowboard, it was when it came to subjects in school, and when I was in college and I was learning with my friend, and in the beginning she was really better than me. Like there's no, like she knew how to do the steps because she learned them. She learned like the first chapters, and she knew like how to do everything by the book and the 3 chapters. And I didn't really do that because my whole point of view is like, oh, I want to understand this and this and that. And so it took me a while until I got the core concept, and already in college I knew that it will take some time, so I was not nervous. I was confident that with time I will get it. And this is always something we have to tell ourselves over and over again. We stop so often because we don't see how we progress. We don't actually feel how we progress. But as long as you have one more step to go, take it. And yeah, just don't be so concerned about where this is heading, as long as you have one more step to go. This is like patience is the main thing in this whole idea, because this is something we struggle with all the time. I do it myself. I know when I started this project, first I wrote an ebook because I had like a difficult phase, so I wrote everything down. Then I created the email course. Then I started this page, and I wonder now, like, oh, what is gonna, like, how far is this gonna go? At what point is it gonna start growing by itself, and so on? And those are always things that, like, not like, yeah, they scare me or they make me doubt if this is the right thing to do. But then I remind myself, okay, this is not your concern right now. You do know what you're gonna do the next video about, right? And when it comes tomorrow, maybe you'll know what kind of thing to post that's like right in your head that will help other people. So yeah, keep that in mind. Keep telling yourself it will take some time, and then set time spots. If you say you have a new idea and you give yourself like 1 year, and yeah, I already said that. If you don't know what to do anymore, then you can stop. But as long as you have one more step to go, then take it. Yeah, this is it for so far. I'll try to do the videos at least once a week, maybe a little more often. It was a little much last week with work. And yeah, if you have any ideas or any specific issues you have, you want me to talk about, just write me, because I'm sure we can use this as an overall core problem or challenge, and how to deal with this. I'm looking forward to your comments. Talk to you soon. Have a nice day.